Hello and welcome back to our Operation England World Cup series, and we are in the 2026 World Cup. This will be the last World Cup that we play here and the last series before FIFA 18 hits in just a few days' time. Let's have a quick look at the groups, and it's Germany, Sweden, Finland and Chile in Group A. You'd assume Germany would be the strongest in that competition. Group B, it's England leading it over Scotland, Canada and Colombia. Group C, Italy, Switzerland, China and Paraguay. Group D is Argentina, Belgium, the Czech Republic and India. Group E, France, Northern Ireland, Austria and Egypt. Group F is the Netherlands, Slovenia, United States and South Africa. Group G has Spain, Hungary, Australia and the Ivory Coast. Group H, Brazil, Russia, Poland and Cameroon. And that is it. So we are into the qualifying groups. This episode will get us through, hopefully, to the knockout rounds. Right, so we've got a few injuries in the England squad, but this is how we're lining up. Rashford up front, Cox on the left, Ali in the middle, Rose on the right, Ward-Prowse and Davies, he takes the captaincy for the main team. Bailey at left back's a 92, Green and Oxford in the centre-back roles, and Morris comes in at right back as Declan Murphy is out injured, and more between the sticks. On the bench we have Cox, Barkley, Rose, Jones, Pickford, Sterling and Stones, and the reserves are Harry Kane, he's dropped down to an 87 now, Abraham, Chilwell, Shaw and Onoma. Alright, so not a lot of midfield depth there, but Rose can play centre midfield, so we've got some work coming up for us here, but I don't know. I think our group should be fairly straightforward. Let's go. Alright, we're going to sim the first game here against Canada, and Rose, that's Sam Rose, gets a goal in the 4th minute to give us the lead. But can we get over Canada and start our group stage off with a bang? Looking for a few more goals here. It is the twos pretty much rolling out here. Abraham comes on for Cox and immediately scores a goal, makes it 2-0 to England in the 55th minute. They're making some changes there, Canada, and they get a goal back in the 80th minute. Chilwell puts in a third in the 86th, and it's a 3-1 victory for England. All right, we've got Colombia in at game number 2, and we're sending the big boys out for this one. We will play the third game. That is against Scotland. Boro misses a penalty there for Colombia, but then Moreno puts one in to give Colombia the lead after 37 minutes. We're looking for England to get back into this. Come on, boys. We don't want to lose to Colombia. Cox puts it in from the penalty spot to make it 1-1. Barkley and Rose have both come on, and it's a 1-1 draw. All right, here we go. It is game 3. It is Wembley. It is England, and it is Scotland. And this is pretty much up to us to see if we can qualify for the knockout rounds. We sit in second behind Colombia. Scotland in third, only a point behind us, I believe. So it's really up to us to try and get the job done here. Oh, we are top of the table. It's all come down to goal difference. All right, well, all we need to do is get a point here. And we will go through to the knockout rounds. I think it's only 3 games in the qualifications. We know who's in the team. Let's just fucking play. Morris. George Cox. Finds the opening. Takes the strike. Oh, that is a goal. George Cox not to be outdone. Smacks one in the 6th minute. An absolutely exquisite finish there from George Cox. Held his man. Fought his way through the traffic. And then just went for the top left biscuits. Thank you very much for coming. It is 1-0 England. George Cox. I was going to start Dominic Rose, as he's a natural left winger, but Coxie's been there. He's got the what's the fucking word I'm looking for? The experience. And he gets us the goal there. It is 1-0 England here against Scotland. Rose. Rashford. Dele Alli. Sees the opening, takes a strike. Oh, it's 2-0. Fuck off. It's fucking England putting on a clinic. 9 minutes gone. 2-0 England. This is legendary. Don't you worry about that. But Dele Alli turns on a dime. And, well, is that the spot to shoot from? Maybe I've been missing out on that all year long on FIFA 17. That is a cracking finish from Dele Alli. And it's 2-0, 9 minutes in here. And signs not looking good for Scotland. Well, Scotland trying to fight their way back into the game. They've got a free kick here after 19 minutes. Into the box. Oxford gets up, does well. Davies. Ward-Prowse. No one up ahead of him. And Scotland strips the ball, but Ward-Prowse is there again. There's Dele Alli. Brings this one forward. Wanted the run of Davies. He's just trying to tackle. He's an absolute beast in that central defensive midfield position. But it's Scotland now on the ball. Rose gets the touch. Cox feeds one through. Here's Dally Alley. He gets the ball through. Wanted Rose to continue his run, but he gets blocked. It's a throw-in for England. Does well. Here comes the cross into the box. Rose! Oh, good save from Bain. Oh, Sam Rose uses a burst of pace. Oh, good challenge. There's half-time. We come out of the blocks early. And then Scotland got back into the game, but it's 2-0. Dally Alley plays this one through. James Ward-Prowse back to Dally Alley. Oh, it's been blocked. There's Davies. Plays the run here. George Cox pushes down the wing nicely. Can he get across into the box? Punched out by Bain and cleared away by Scotland. Graham to Graham. Sam Rose. There's Cox. Slips it out wide. Rashford's made the run. He's moved on to a wing. Marcus Rashford works Bain. And that's a corner for England. Oh, there's a ball forward. It's George Cox on the run. George Cox takes the strike. Oh, Bain gets a finger to it. And it's a corner for England in the dying minutes of this game. George Cox whips up. Davies! Oh, he's put it over the top. But it's a 2-0 victory for England. And that should see us through there to the knockouts. Well, a dominant performance there, especially in the first 10 minutes from England. 10 shots to 4, 16 tackles. Scotland got the possession back, but George Cox gets a 9.4 man of the match. Right, so let's have a look at the groups. And Germany go through dominant in that one. Chile in second. England, just on goal difference, have beaten Colombia. So 7 points. Italy and Switzerland, Paraguay and China didn't get a look in. Belgium and Argentina go through over India and the Czech Republic. France and Egypt have gone through on goal difference over Austria. That's interesting. We did scout a fair bit of Egypt and Austria. The Netherlands have only played the 2 games so far, so that's all to play for there. And Spain and the Ivory Coast lead their group. Brazil are on top. Cameroon and Russia fighting it out. All right. Right, so we will wrap this one up here. I'm pretty sure there's only 3 games. If not, I'll just simulate through the next one so that we get through to the knockout rounds. I've got a feeling I might be fined by Aston Villa here. My manager rating's only 54. We didn't do any of the objectives. So, let's have a... let's just do it. Let's just see if we get fired, because we're going to have to find a new club very, very quickly to finish off this career mode. And we sit here and wait 3,000 years for the game to tick over. Have we been fired? End of season review. No, Aston Villa have decided to keep us on. Well, we've taken to a few Champions League. So that's where we'll leave this one. We'll be back in the next episode, hopefully with the knockout rounds. We'll see you then. I'm Sparring DK. It's 5 o'clock somewhere. You have a good one.